Alrighty. I don't know what's happening here, everyone. My intro video's not working. I'm trying to make it work. I don't know what's going on with the internet right now. I'm going to try it one more time, but I'm glad you're here because we're going to be talking about the Canucks Predators post-game show. That was awkward. That was weird. Try it one more time. If it doesn't work, we're going live. Well, we're already live, so already it doesn't work. Apparently, it's not working. So my apologies. It's such a cool intro. I love showing it. Okay, we're going to be talking about the Canucks and Predators game. There are a few positive things to talk about for sure. So we're gonna discuss it tonight. We're gonna talk about it. I would love to hear from you. Please post in the comments what you think about this game, what your highlights were for it. But we're going to dive in. We're going to dive in, and I'm going to bring this up right away. And just a reminder, everyone, and this is going to be important to this conversation tonight, is that the Vancouver Canucks were 3-2 on this road trip. And I said my prediction was if we can go 2-2-1, I'll be happy with that. And to go 3-2, still overall, that's great. The problem is Canuck fans are panicking right now because the way these last two games have gone, the lack of offense. We're talking about one goal a game against Pittsburgh and against Nashville, and the offense has dried up. And so Canuck fans are very, very concerned, and rightfully so. Absolutely rightfully so. And, just like Kelly, who's here, says, too many passes, not many shots. I would agree with that 100%. So let's dive into what this game kind of looked like, and we'll go from there. Okay, we'll go from there. Again, I apologize that the intro did not work. That is really strange that didn't work. So biggest concern, of course, is shots on goal. 35-22. They killed us on the faceoffs. Power plays, both were abysmal. And then you got penalty minutes are similar, hits are similar, block shots similar, giveaways similar. They had way more takeaways than us. And when you're looking at this roster, the shorthanded goal sucked because, first of all, we're on the power play, people. And the pass comes across, I want to go back, actually. Let's go back for a second. So as you can see, Hronek's got it, and he's going to go right down the middle. And there's Baines, who he didn't throw the pass good enough for Baines, and then Baines mishandled it. Maybe it was good enough. I don't know. O'Reilly gets this, and shorthanded just comes and snipes it. And that's how we start the game. Not start the game. That's the second period goal. So as you can see, like this is not good. This is not good. This is just how it worked out for us tonight. And I was worried the floodgates were going to be open, but if you look at it, Demko was stellar tonight. Saros was stellar as well. So those are a couple things to think about. Okay, not all bad, but this Sasson goal was something that I think. You've got Carlson on the breakout, passes it over all the way. Sasson comes off the boards, and he just uses his speed like there and beats him and goes 5-hole on Saros. And that's the only goal that the Canucks could muster. That was the only goal the Canucks could muster. Now, as you can see on the right-hand side here, Vancouver plays in Nashville again November 3rd. So it's not long till they play them again. Question is this going to be the same looking team? We'll see. But I mean, for them, this was just a hard-working goal, everyone. And Cole Smith from Barron, this is just one of those hard-working goals that just go in, just barely squeaked across the line and went in, and that's all she wrote. So it wasn't a great game. Predators defeat Canucks, and they end a 4-game skid. As you can see right there, there's Matt Wood right there against Philip Hronek. Many of you know the story. I know Matt. personally, he's a great kid. Wish him all the best. He played good tonight too. That's something that I noticed right away. I mean, I was watching him closely, but he had chances. I'm surprised he didn't score. Demko was there to limit his opportunity to be on the goal on the goal streak on the score sheet. But I was impressed by Matt Wood's play. A lot of Canuck fans were hoping that we were going to draft Matt Wood instead of Verlander, but we went with Verlander. So yeah, here we are, everyone. Here we are. This is it. This is what it is. It's just hard because at this team, there's not a lot of great positives, right? If you look at the 5-on-5 and some of the danger chances and all that kind of stuff, we're in the bottom of the league and the bottom few teams in the league. And with the injuries to Hedel, now Besser came back. I noticed him. I noticed his play. He got some good shots on goal. In fact, I thought he was going to tie it up right at the end. Just didn't end up. Saros shut him down, but there wasn't a lot to talk about. I mean, Sasson looked good, looked great. In fact, it's just like, it's amazing to see his progression, and you need guys like that to fill in and produce, and he is producing. In 3 games, I believe it is, he's got 3 goals. He's got more goals than Elias Pettersson, guys. That's what we're talking about. Elias Pettersson was okay. I mean, we gotta figure out what, I don't know. I feel like these are the kind of games where we need him to take over, but it's been a long time since he took over a game. So I would say for a Pettersson game, that was an average game. There were sometimes you notice him. And I just think that, like, we need him. We need him to win games. That's why you're getting paid $11.6 million, and it's just a fact, right? So I'm not here to really poo-poo on Elias Pettersson tonight, but average isn't good enough, in my opinion. So Garland wasn't great tonight. Kane had some moments where I appreciated. I liked, did they go after Hughes? Who did they go after? And Kane went in there, stood up for his teammate. I thought that was great. Hronek had some good moments as well. I liked the way he played. Myers, you just never know. The reason why they call him Chaos Giraffe, one moment he just looks fantastic, and the other moment's like, oh man, this guy. But again, I'm not going to just, I mean, there's lots of players tonight that I just was not impressed with. I didn't really, I wasn't really impressed. Now, a lot of people are saying about Pettersson is like, he didn't get enough ice time last game. Well, he got 20 minutes tonight, and some people said he still did nothing. In fact, some people even on X it says that he got worse tonight, and they're asking, like, even Quinn Hughes wasn't fantastic in my opinion. So that was something that was definitely concerning. And then if you look at the lines this evening, it was Kane, EP40, Garland, and they weren't great. They were okay. DeBrusk, Sasson, and Besser was a solid line. O'Connor, Ratu, Sherwood. Sherwood had some good moments. I didn't feel like he had a great game either. Ratu really struggled at some moments. There were a couple face-offs where he got kicked out, and he's like, what's going on? Baines, Amon, Carlson. I mean, they tried, but what do you do? What do you do? I don't mind the defensive pairings. I'm just not a fan of Joseph in there. I would prefer Forbert or Mancini, but I know the Mancini thing has to do with the contract, and that's why he's not playing. So yeah, I mean, I'm not pumped. I'm not thrilled. I feel like for me, this is more of a therapy session tonight, just trying to wrap my head around what's going on with this team. The lack, and so you guys know, and I think do I have it up here? I need to post it again. I did Canuck concerns video, and one of the biggest concerns I said the Canucks are going to have is scoring, the quality shots, the shots on net, generating chances. That's the big one of the biggest concerns, and it was obvious tonight. Now, no Hedel, right? No Leckermäki. Hoaglander's still out. No Bluger. Not that Bluger does an incredible job of creating offense. I think he stops pucks from going in and he wins faceoffs and he scores the odd goal, which would have been nice tonight. Have a guy like Bluger score the odd goal. Said Forbert's still out with an injury. So there's some significant issues with Vancouver right now. And part of it is some injuries. And I don't want to blame it all. Like, you guys got to find ways to win and to do that. And it's not like Nashville is a juggernaut of a team anymore. How much has these two teams fallen since playing in the playoffs? It's basically they both fallen off the map, everyone. Like the downhill spiral down, said that wrong, is just so noticeable tonight. So that was frustrating. That was frustrating to watch both these teams, and it's just like, really, they can't be happy. We can't be happy. I mean, they're happier than us. They won, right? They won. So Canucks lose 2-1 in regulation. Good news is we pulled our goalie at the end of the game with a couple minutes to go, and we didn't get scored on. I mean, that's good news. But overall, this team doesn't look good. It looks like there's something wrong. It looks like they're not clicking. They don't have the chemistry. It looks like we're missing people, and rightfully so. And then we play Montreal, who, I don't know, did they ended up winning tonight? Because it was 5-3 for them against Edmonton, and then it was 5-5. So who won? By the way, San Jose beat New York Rangers in overtime 6-5. Rangers keep struggling. Let's bring that up. That, to me, that's more interesting in this game. I'm not going to go super long tonight, to be honest with you guys. It's hard to be positive about the Canucks right now. So, I just tried to go NHL.com, not with the Canucks. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're going to bring this up, and this is interesting stuff, in my opinion. So Chicago beats Tampa Bay 2-1. By the way, it was the night of goals. You either scored a lot or scored little. Anaheim wins 7-5 against Boston. Wow, that would have been a game. Philly, Ottawa wins 2-1. Pittsburgh 5-3 over Florida. You've got Detroit getting smoked by the Islanders 7-2. San Jose, like I said, beat the Rangers 6-5. Utah beat St. Louis 7-4. That was they were up 4-0, by the way. The Mammoth Canucks lose here. Seattle wins again, shuts out Winnipeg. What is happening? What is happening, everyone? This is absolutely wild to see. And just looking at the messages that have been sent and making sure that I'm not missing anything. The Kings beat Dallas in overtime. You've got Carolina 5-4 in shootouts against Colorado Avalanche. That would have been an epic game to go to. And then Edmonton comes from behind, wins 6-5. Final in regulation, everyone. So tomorrow night you've got Toronto, Buffalo, and then San Jose and the New Jersey Devils 6-1 versus 1-4-2. Wow, that's San Jose got their first win of the season tonight. That's crazy. Washington, Columbus, Calgary, Winnipeg, and then Saturday is a full slate of games where our Vancouver Canucks play Montreal, and it's a 4 p.m. start. Just a reminder. Okay. So that's where we're at. By the way, Celebrini was awesome. Let's go back quickly over here. I know you guys want to talk about the Canucks game, so we'll talk about the Canucks game. But I do want to look at this Ranger game for a second. I want to see what the scoring was. Celebrini had a hat trick and 2 assists. That's insane. But did Miller got on the board there? And he got 2 assists tonight. That's not bad. Not bad. Will Smith with the game winner. That's pretty cool. They would, yeah. So if we go back and let's look at the Boston Anaheim game just real quick. So Oh, Casey Middlestat. That's what's a name that keeps being popped up when it comes to trades for the Canucks. Lacombe gets an assist there. I got him in my hockey pool. Trouba got him in another one of my hockey pools. Yeah. Michael Granlund, guys, with the empty netter and with it. So he scored 2 tonight. Huh. And he's getting paid $7 million, so he's producing. That's good. It's good. Hey, Petey should notice that. All right. So let's dive into your comments. I'm going to see if the promo works, and if it doesn't, we'll just go right into your comments. So glad you're here. Thanks so much for being here. We'll hit this. Alrighty, so none of the stuff's working. We're just gonna go from here. Okay, we're just gonna dive in. My apologies, don't know what's going on. Let's dive into it. Rod, with the Captain Obvious question or comment, we lost. Yeah. Mark says it's a terrible game. I agree. Rod says go Jays. They play tomorrow night. I won't be watching hockey tomorrow night. I'm gonna be watching the Blue Jays game. Like Kelly already said, too many passes, not many shots. Shannon says that the Canucks look tired. Defense was not helping. Kelly says, my opinion, EP40 hardly noticeable. I would agree with that. I mean, there were some moments where he looked okay, but just not big enough. Not big enough thing. So speaking of which, Mark says, hearing Frank Cervelli really say a possible buyout for Pettersson for next year. Yikes, if that's the case. I'm not a fan of that. I'd just rather trade him if that's going to come to there, whatever we can get for him. Looks like the train is coming off the tracks again. I hope not. It's early, but we'll see. Early in the season, young guns contribute more than the vets. Given time, they can still make the playoffs. Maybe, Kelly, I hope so. It's crazy how EP40 fans blame everyone, but there's $11.6 million forward last year. They blamed Miller, and now this year they're trying to blame Hughes. I don't think Hughes had a great game tonight, but yeah, like Hughes' effort alone, he's creating offense, generating opportunity. He's also playing pretty well defensively. It's crazy to me, Owen, for sure. And Navoria says our power play sucks tonight. Yeah, absolutely. Adam Lee, I know he's going to say something really positive here. Right, Adam? Hey, I might be way out the mark, but I'm getting early feeling that out of foot. It's just Rick Tocchet 2.0. I kind of feel like the team could use a massive reboot with Manny. I mean, that could happen. Feeling like this team is playing the Boudreau era. Sasson was the only highlight. I agree. Hey, thanks so much for gifting a membership on a tough night. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. We're giving you some hype there. Absolutely, man. Elfrin, our power play does stink. It does. It's not good. If Adam Foote is Timu Tocchet, then EP40 is Timu Kopitar. That's a good one. Missing Lucky Mackie and Hedel. Yep. Yeah, Christopher, that's absolutely right. But you got to find wins. There's injuries to every team. Govan got the gifted membership. It's awesome. Now you can use all the emojis and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty fun. We won't be going too long tonight. I got to go pick up my son from his volleyball practice in a few minutes. But Sensei Dean says, I think the ice was crap in Nashville. Nobody can make half a dozen passes in a row on either team. That's fair. And what was with all the high sticking? Yes, there was a lot of high sticking stuff. Yeah, you're right, Mark. If this team keeps up, Hughes won't stick around. So Canucks sleep on the way back to Vancouver. Yeah, they should. They're on the plane, so I think everyone was tired, looked that way. I think Hughes hasn't been the best this year, but he will be better. I'm not sure about everyone else. That's a fair comment. Sasson was up. Oh, yikes. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, the only other great chance was Besser. So guys, girls, just so you know, like So I clarify. I think Sasson had a fantastic game tonight. Demko had a fantastic game. And I think that's really about it. Fantastic games. I think that's what we saw. There just wasn't enough from the Canucks tonight. They've been much better in overtime and the final moments of the third when behind. You're right about that. Yeah. You called it earlier this season that it's going to be a roller coaster season. Time to ride it out. I know it's an up and down one. So Brian says 6-5 Edmonton regulation. That's crazy. Celebrating with 5 points, everyone. That's nuts. They just went on a 3-2 on the road. I'm feeling positive. I would be too if these last 2 games were competitive. They weren't. So going into Saturday, I'm predicting Montreal is going to win. Like, Montreal is a good team, and they just lost a close one to Edmonton. They're going to be mad. They're going to be frustrated, and the Canucks need a win at home. I don't know. I just see Montreal winning this game. So, people first, Yukon, good to see you. Welcome. Just got a couple minutes here. I'm going to just hit a couple more here. So, this core group has only made the playoffs twice, including 2020 bubble, and each of those appearances are followed by multiple years of missing playoffs. We're in this Canucks period again. Oh, that's gross. 5 power plays and not a shot. Yeah, that was bad. Oh, my goodness. Did New York Rangers finally win at home? I don't know. What did it say there? They need to get some players healthy and maybe get lucky. You know what we need? We need to make a monster trade. That's what we need. That's what we need. Like, this isn't fixed with just a couple, adding one player. Getting a second line center that's probably a third line center that we have to play on the second line, because that's not going to move the needle. The names that are out there with Winberg and what's the other one that I keep hearing about? Mark, you and I were talking about that today. Let's see. What were we saying? Oh, Pagro from the Islanders. I just don't think those guys move the needle. Pagro, I forget how to say that. I have to practice that more. If he comes to Vancouver, I have to know it really well. Shannon's feeling good. That's great. The Habs probably will destroy the Canucks, but we'll see. Depends who's in net. If Demko's in net, we got a chance. So Martin, good to see you. Canucks are consistent year after year. Absolutely. Do you think Vancouver Canucks need to play better, and should Vancouver Canucks make a trade? Yes to both of those. Absolutely. But the Blue Jays game is tomorrow. We're all pumped about that. How can you get a membership? Well, you can go on, you can buy one. That's how most people do it. But if someone gifts a membership, so if you go here and you hit that join button on my YouTube channel, it'll give you an opportunity to be a member, and there's 2 options for prices for that. So that's how you can become a member, man. You're welcome to do that. I'd love to have you on part of the Kempner Canucks membership group. Cosmics here. This team's headed for a long, resisted rebuild sooner rather than later. Yep. Devin is here. So buying out Pettersson won't take the cap off the team's salary. So why go? I don't think we should go that route, to be honest with you. Shocker, the Calder Cup line scored. Of course, my boys Linus Karlsson assist. My boy Linus Karlsson assisted it. Get the line back together. I mean, Sasson's the guy who's driving that line right now. But we need more heart and grit for sure. Martin says we won't get more grit. Alvin thinks he can play European hockey in the NHL and win. If that's the case, we're in trouble. I don't pay close enough attention to the market to predict trades. I wish I had more time. Seems interesting to speculate. You guys, my trades video has just hit 1,000 views. So that might be one that you might be interested in. And then last comment of the night, because I got to go, is I wonder if Besser felt some type of way he wasn't in the first wing, or if he's okay. I don't know. Not sure. Anyways, it's therapy sessions. A little depressing tonight. 25 minutes in, everyone. Got to run. Appreciate you being here. I'm going to thanks for checking out the video. For sure, I do believe that it needs to be a big wake up call. But I'll be streaming Saturday night, and I think I might even stream tomorrow night too after the Blue Jays game. I might do something, or I might just do a reel. I don't know. I might stream tomorrow night, but I'm gonna stream Saturday for sure. Wes, love you too, bro. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Let's head out, and I got to go pick up my son. So, believe in blue. Let's keep cheering this team on. Go Canucks, go. And I forgot, nothing's working tonight, so I don't know. I got to fix all this stuff for the next one. There's no outro video. There's no intro video. There's no promo video. I don't know what's happening. All I know is the Canucks lost. They lost 2 in a row. That is, have a good night, everyone. Talk to you later. Oh, this is so